Today's episode is sponsored by the guys who actually listen to my podcast after I put it on my Hinge profile. I've always felt that it's not a realistic thing. James Bond was written how he was written for a reason, but I was complimented by it. And also, I think in realistic terms, some markets just don't go for that. Bond is big all over the world, and audiences won't all go for a black male and African male playing Bond. That's not what they like in their culture, period. Idris Elba on never thinking that a black actor being cast as James Bond was realistic. Insert theme song here. This is the Daily Sarcast. I give you the news and maybe a laugh. I'm Lindsay Vernick, and it's June 9th, 2026. In real news, 6 people were stabbed in Penn Station on Sunday night. Police say a suspect is in custody after the attack, which happened around 7 p.m. inside one of the busiest transit hubs in the country. One victim suffered serious injuries, while the others are expected to recover pretty quickly. And if you've never been there, which is really crazy, but maybe you haven't, Penn Station is where New Yorkers and everybody else in the world go to test their patience. You walk in looking for a train to Long Island, and 20 minutes later, you're still looking for it. The attack happened as the city was getting ready for huge crowds on MSG for the NBA Finals, which was last night, and they'll be again tomorrow night. Because, the area wasn't chaotic enough already. So the suspect is in custody. The investigation is ongoing, and New Yorkers are doing what they always do best: waiting impatiently for their train, getting an overpriced coffee, and pretending that absolutely none of this is affecting them. Mexicans spent the last few weeks furious after a viral video accused Adidas of exploiting indigenous women who help make special World Cup jerseys that sell for as high as $285. So there's these activists that are claiming that these women are being underpaid and used as marketing props, while Adidas is just cashing in on it. The story exploded online, politicians got involved, and everybody was super angry about all of it. So then a bunch of reporters went and actually just talked to the women who were making these shirts. And the women were basically like, can everyone please try to stop helping us? The people making the shirts told reporters that they like this work, the pay is better than their alternatives, the hours are flexible, and they're now worried the outrage could actually just cost them future jobs. So this creates one of the most awkward moments on the internet, when the people you're defending keep asking you to stop defending them. This entire controversy has turned into a debate over a question no one can agree on. If someone says they're happy with their job, are they actually happy with their job? Or are strangers on TikTok better qualified to answer the question? It's the modern internet in a nutshell. A woman in a mountain village said, "This job helps me support my family." And then an influencer responds, "Actually, let me explain your lived experience to you." So the lesson here is pretty simple. Before becoming outraged on behalf of other people, it may be worth checking out whether they actually need your help or not. It's kind of like someone coming to my New York City apartment and being mind blown about how much I'm paying and tell me that I should live somewhere else. Like, maybe this is my best option and this is what's best for me. You get the gist. So millions of Americans are about to get their first real taste of summer this week as major heat waves move across the country. Apparently, temperatures could run 10 to 20 degrees above normal, and parts of the Midwest and Great Plains might get triple-digit temps. And by the end of the week, the heat will move east, with cities from New York to the Carolinas expected to approach record highs. So congrats to everyone who spent the last 6 months complaining about winter. Your reward is now having to shower at least once a day and complaining that you're sticky and hot literally all the time. In New York, temperatures are expected to climb into the 90s with humidity, making it feel even hotter, which means we're entering that magical season where the subway platform feels like the waiting room for hell. Meteorologists are urging people to stay hydrated, avoid prolonged time outdoors, and check on vulnerable neighbors. Solid advice. I'd also recommend lowering your standards for personal appearances. Nobody looks good in 97 degrees or hotter. We're all just trying to survive. The good news is the heat wave should ease up by the weekend. The bad news is that this is just the warm-up act. Summer hasn't even officially started yet. In Lindsay life, well, happy first day of unemployment to me. I survived it. I filed for unemployment at a bar, drinking a horchata, which is essentially a glass of milk, at 2 p.m. Lindsay Lessons, a lesson by Linz. If you try waiting for everyone around you to be normal, you will wait your entire life. Cooking tip of the day. Ice cream for dinner in the summer is literally the best. Feedback, comments, questions, a nice Jewish boy looking for a date? Email me at lindsay@thedailysarcast.com. Thanks so much for listening. Talk to you guys tomorrow.